lying to the public because, I did that every weekend with Ed.
Define
See, this is Bash on Ed Day. What the fuck's up with that, yo?
Why should today be any different?
Yeah, well.
Nothing but love.
Yeah.
I've been looking but up in all the wrong places. Looking but up. Yeah, I got this new food channel we're watching. It's in Italian, but they're all like 3, 4-star Michelin chefs, and they're preparing things. And they made this gelatin bread. So it's like a bread that when you cut it, all the ingredients were floating in a gelatin that they handmade. Just like one little piece had 15 ingredients, and I was like, good God, I want to taste that so bad. It just looked awesome. Definitely a channel worth checking out.
I don't know, gelatin and bread.
Oh no! This is like beef gelatin, where it kind of, honestly, this looks like it probably costs $75 for one slice of this bread. You know what I mean? So
you're still not helping your case.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
Okay. Are we going back to like the 40s and 50s where we had milk and molds for breakfast or dinner?
Okay.
Hey, for the record, Four Loco pregame.
Oh, jeez.
Is that Four Loco?
Yeah, they make a stuff they call pregame. It's like a little hip flask at 13%. You're supposed to slam it before you go partying. So
that's
pretty funny. Actually,
that's wonderful. All right.
That looks like cool.
Well, we're live, so welcome back everybody to the Mystic Syndicate. I am your host and Dungeon Master Brian, and we are here with our fine friends from Drunkards and Dragons. This is episode 59. Is it 59? Yeah, it seems like 59's right. Of a Princess of Celene, a custom content Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign. And as always, we like to start off our evenings with introductions.
That would be you, dear.
I don't want to. Why don't I always have to?
Because look where your picture is.
Ladies first.
I'm in the middle. If we were the Brady Bunch, I'd be the guy.
Well, I'd be Alice, so.
Melinda, I play Grenna Babbleboots, a ranger
Of undeterminate race.
with a companion that's a bear now.
You could just say Fae. It would be fine. Because you
But
are Fae.
I'm in denial.
Are you in denial? It's beautiful.
I'm in denial.
Okay.
Okay, I am Mike. I play Kiffi Blackhammer, Dwarven Cleric of Fortubo.
He's beardless. He can't be a dwarf.
He can't be a dwarf.
Hey, he's beardless.
You don't have a beard anymore. You're not a dwarf.
Oh, you know what? He's a Peter Jackson dwarf.
What?
Hi, I'm Ed. I play Lord Ambassador Tomas Waverly, and I also have the two NPC hirelings or companions of Button and forgot their name. Morel. So.
Hello, I'm Pav. I play Kelex Zelenen, a human paladin of Heironious.
I'm Russ. I play Járngrímur, töframaður, Halldórsson, a fire mage.
I'm Glenn. I am a gnomish artist trying to grasp the reasons why, the how, and putting it on canvas.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. So, yes, welcome back, everybody, to the Mystic Syndicate. Again, it is great to have people watching. Oh, hey, I wanted to mention this. It seems as though over the past week, since the last time that we played, We got 4 new subscribers on our YouTube channel, which was extremely sweet of them.
Nice.
The podcast has been really, really popular in places like California for some reason. Not sure. I think we had six downloads from there. I don't know if it's my sister. I mean, it could be. I mean, she might. I don't know. She hasn't ever said anything about it, but I'm kind of thinking it might not be. A few from Britain. I think we had 1 or 2 from India, which I was kind of surprised at. I think one was from Greece or something. New Zealand threw in one. I was kind of like, whoa, okay, this is pretty sweet. How often do you get to, get that sort of reach? So I think there was like one in Norway or something. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. So
are we getting close to like being at cons and being interviewed?
See, what I think would be really fun is if we got invited to a con, because a lot of us have never actually met, and I've never met any of you all in person, and I would love to be able to actually sit down and like actually have a meal with you guys and just laugh about shit. So, yeah, for those people who are putting together a con out there, if you ever need just people to, I don't know, hold down a booth.
Random entertainment.
Yeah.
Random entertainer number 4.
If we did go to a con, Brian, I'd run a table. I've started inventing a new game.
Okay.
It's called Retard, the role-playing game. It's RE:TARD. And it's about guys that travel through time and fix blunders. It's a cross between Bill and Ted and GURPS. And it's called Retard, the role-playing game.
Actually, that sounds really funny.
It's Bill and Ted and Time Bandits on acid.
So it's in reference. It's reference TARD, which means Temporal Anomaly Repair Department. And they travel throughout time and fix temporal anomalies.
I love it. That's pretty cool.
I'd be careful. Get the movie rights before they get taken.
Yeah.
But this is the one where we can't have our names associated.
You mean like we just brought it up with all of our faces on camera?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about that one particular module.
Oh no!
That's no. We can't do no.
We don't talk about that.
No, that's
denial.
If it worked, I was going to create a gaming company and call it Offensive Gaming, so you know what you're getting into before you even start. So, but there is a module that involves the other game where you're stopping something that takes place, or trying to. What could go wrong?
I have a list, you see.
Lawsuits and
That's on
a list.
Given our history, everything.
I think lawsuits and death threats are going to come from that one.
It's probably unemployment for some of us.
Oh yeah. I could definitely see that one coming down the pike. Be like,
No, I like my job. I carry the insurance for the family. We're good.
Yeah. Little HR visit. Yeah, something has been brought to our attention. Like, oh shit. Well,
that's when you break out that meme like the first time.
I just want to just tell them I have an evil twin that is prone to fits of just narcissistic rage or something. I don't know. Oh well. Alrighty, well, let's get to this. So, to refresh everybody's memory from last time.
Ed send you that? Mm-hmm. Ed, you aren't right. You're my kind of person.
I wish we could. I wish we could show people at home the things that we put on our Discord, but a lot of times it's like, no, it's cool. We don't need to share that.
But I get to something and I'm like, that's hilarious. I can't put that on my Facebook page. I'm going to send it to Russ. Russ sends it to Ed, and then Ed posts it on X, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, because Ed just doesn't care. It's like a level of just let the cards fall where they may. if, no one's going to care.
See, we all know that whatever Ed does, Ed will always come out shining like a little penny, while the rest of us
are covered in shit. Yes.
The funny thing is, there's multiple people here that have said that to me. That's funny. Anyway,
Smelling like a rose.
Yeah, that was Albie's.
Okay, so the last time that we were all together, you had traveled from Pellic to Instead for an evening. You had visited with the royal family there and had also seen the curse which had afflicted the young princess Asenath. After some discussion about Sintaisha and her possible whereabouts, you were able to pinpoint a rough location. And once you had got to Greyhawk and talked with the Revo brothers, they provided you with a little bit of a more centered location that you could possibly find the tower where Sintaisha might be held up. You had visited the Revo brothers in the hopes of gaining information and also getting equipment for a trek into the Bright Desert. And luckily for you, you were able to get the equipment that you needed, which will definitely help you in the everlasting sandstorm, which happens to be it looks more like a tornadic activity. And you were also actually, Grenna was very, very fortunate in being able to get all of this equipment for no cost, because she was able to turn over her diary that she had kept on her travels into the Feywild. She is one of the first people to have ever returned from the Feywild who had actually met a sovereign queen of a sovereign court there in the Feywild. So actually all of you have, which is really kind of nice. But she was the first one to document it. So pretty cool. So I think the last time we actually left off, you were still at the Revo brothers. As a matter of fact, I listened to the show this morning on the way to work, and that is the last thing that was on the podcast. So we will pick it up from there. What are you up to?
Well, at this point, we've got our supplies and we've got our still suits. So let's just head off.
So is everybody in
I guess
agreement?
the question
with
is,
this?
yeah, but how are we getting there?
Can we get a flying ship?
Do you have one?
Can we make one?
Probably, but not in the time that we have.
So we can't buy a boat and then make it fly?
Blah, 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 blah.
You got some pixie dust? Is that what you're saying? Oh, maybe if we shake Grenna.
You may not like what comes out. Not gonna be like no Twinkie.
Well,
we could call her the dragon.
no, I think our best bet is to see if there are any known teleport coordinates in that area. So we go back to the library. The Wizard's
Citadel?
Yeah, we go back to Citadel.
Yarn, did you ever ask if there was any representatives from the Brightlands and located in the Conclave?
I don't recall if we. I from what I understand, there are, but there's not many, and they're not necessarily here. So
Still couldn't hurt to ask, just in case one happens to be visiting.
I'll ask at the information station. If there are if there are any people from the Bright Desert in residence, If not, go see if that doesn't fall. If that falls through, go to the library to see if there are any known teleport coordinates.
Okay. So, as you all are leaving, the Revo brothers wish you much luck, and they help you pack up all of your items that you were able to get from them for your journey. You step out onto the pavement outside and start to make your way back to the Crystal Citadel. Once you arrive at the Crystal Citadel, of course, once again, you find the kiosk, which is being manned by apprentices. When you see Bilius, the archmage from Starich, walking over towards you. He holds up his hand and says, greetings, my friends. Welcome back. I know I just recently saw you in Pellic, so I was kind of surprised to see you here.
Well, this is just a short stop.
Yes. Yarn, I'm going to be sending you a list very soon, probably within the next fortnight, if possible, of apprentices that are looking to learn under you. So if you would please make sure to kind of take a look at that list. I will, of course, make notes on which ones I feel are probably most appropriate. And of course, you only have to choose one. But this is kind of a standard formality here in the Crystal Citadel, and it would behoove you to take that very seriously.
Okay. In other words, this is something you need to do right now.
He says.
So
it's of course it's no rush. Of course, I'm going to be putting this list together over the next 2 weeks. So there's no great rush or anything. I don't even have the names yet. But
okay.
But yes.
Since we're here, question: We're going to the Bright Desert.
Not one of the most hospitable places, but I'm sure you have good reason.
Yes, we do. Would you happen? There were the two cities that were equidistant from the tornado. I asked Billy if he has teleport coordinates, just on the off chance for either one of those places.
He says, I have actually never been to the Bright Desert, but I can introduce you to a person who definitely has been, and I know is in his office at this point in time. His name is Igor Neeve. And Igor Neeve is... He's a strange fellow. He's not a court wizard. He's mostly like what you would consider a vagabond wizard. He just goes and collects teleportation locations. An interesting fellow. I think you would probably like to meet him.
Yes, I think I would.
Yeah. He is a person who has spent probably close to the last 400 years collecting locations.
Wow.
With a name like Igor, please make him talk like the guy in Armageddon. I'm the only Russian wizard here. I'm the only one qualified.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay.
It's time to move donkeys.
So,
and Brian,
yes,
and Brian, there's your movie reference. Anyway,
okay, I kind of figured there would be at least one. Okay, so
here I was going for young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Igor.
So he leads you down to he unlike other wizards that have quarters higher up inside the Crystal Citadel. His is actually on the ground floor. They kind of take Bilius takes you down a couple of strange, kind of dimly lit hallways till you finally come to, it looks what you would almost looks like an office. It doesn't really look like it doesn't look like quarters. Not like yours, Yarn, where you actually have windows and things like this. Looks kind of like a dingy basement sort of place. And Bilius walks over and knocks on the door. In a few moments, you see this elven man of some age open the door. And he immediately recognizes Bilius. Bilius. It's been some time since I've seen anyone come down this hallway. Come in. And he ushers you all inside. And once inside of his office or kind of area. Ooh, what's that? That's a noise.
It's Russ's vibrator.
I was going to say it sounded like a weather alert.
You got to keep that uptight and out of sight, buddy. Okay. Alrighty. So, he brings you in, and once you're inside, you can see that this place, it's definitely not impressive. You can see that he has like an alchemist table and some other things. There's books lining the shelves. There's scrolls that are kind of opened up and pushed on top of a couple of other work tables. You can see maps are just hanging from the walls with different pins stuck in different places. Some are and you can see that there is probably a method to the madness. There are some pins that are colored differently. Some pins, are red, some are yellow, some are green, some are blue. And you're thinking, okay, well, obviously there's definitely some sort of strange madness going on here. But Igor just says, "Oh, everybody, please take a seat." And he looks back at Bilius. Bilius, what is it? So, what do I owe this wonderful visit, and especially all these new people I've never seen before? Oh, but wait, I have seen you. And he points to you, Yarn. You were in the meeting not too long ago when there was a disturbance here. You had brought something before the council. Oh, that's right, that dreadful drow woman. Yes, I remember now. Yes, I was actually sitting higher up in the theater there, but I remember you. Yes, I'm sorry to hear that you had to cross such a terrible creature. So Bilius says, well, actually, Igor, Yarn here is looking for passage to the Brightlands. And Igor just looks at you and says, well, okay, it's not one of the places that I particularly like to go to, but I do have a connection for you if you're looking for I know that there's a few different places, some cities there. Is there any specific place you're looking for?
Let me tell you.
People who are trying to kill us. We don't want to go to aggressive places. No people trying to kill us.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people trying to kill us. Let me tell you the area that we're looking for, and see, and perhaps you have a place that would be close enough for us to get there. You have the big sandstorm thingy And somewhere within eyesight of the big sand, now I realize that could be 20, 30, 40, 50 miles, but there is a tower. So, and we are trying to find that tower.
Yeah. Okay. I understand. That's so you're looking to try to get pretty much to the center of the country itself. Now I know I do have a location, a portal location at the Var Oasis, which I believe is in the south. That would probably be the closest. If that's what you're looking for, I think I can definitely get you there.
Yes, I would really like to have those coordinates.
Okay. Well, we can definitely I will definitely get those to you. He walks over to one of the maps, and he's looking at the map of the central Floness, and you can see that he's looking at the bright desert, the bright lands, as he's pointing, and he's like, "Oh, yes, there it is." And you can see that the pin that he has dropped there is a yellow colored pin.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, I can definitely get you there. It may not be the safest place, but at least it's not what I would consider deadly." Yes.
Master Idor, what exactly do all the colors on the pens mean?
Oh, okay. Well, very good. The red ones are an extremely dangerous place.
Okay.
Would not recommend. Yellow is a little bit of danger. Green is, of course, a good place. You know, there's nothing wrong there. You can easily just come and go as you please. And the blue one is something very interesting, because all the blue ones, if you look very, very carefully, are underwater locations that I have made contact with the mermaids and nereids that live within those confines.
Now that's very interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Do you have something that goes to the side of the world?
Other side of the world.
Yeah. What's your farthest?
My farthest. Okay. I have been to a place called the Celestial Empire. It is well past the hell furnaces to the west. It's a very interesting place. I have been there. I would not recommend it. It is quite it's what I would consider a place that they're not very open to outsiders. So it's not quite recommended, I would think. Were you looking to go to this?
Well, we were looking to go sort of as far as possible on the other side of the planet. Just if no one's been there or someone's been there, and there might be space to which we could, well,
travel. In Evastat, there's the life tree. You're aware of that, right?
Yes, I'm quite aware of the life tree. It's very famous.
On the other side of the planet is the other half of the life tree.
Correct.
And that's where we're trying to go. Eventually.
Well, it's one of many places we'd like to go.
Yep.
Maybe this year.
Sometime soon.
We do tend to like our side quests.
You guys like?
I'm going to pull out a bit of paper and start some drawing. I'm going to recreate his map while we sit here and talk.
Okay. So he continues on, says, yes, that's the furthest place I've been is to the Celestial Empire, which is very, very far to the west. But you are looking to go to the Brightlands, and when would you like to make this trek?
Yeah.
Soon.
Soon?
Soon. Like today.
Well, fortunately for you, I do have everything that I need to be able to get you at least to the Var Oasis. If that is where you wish to go, then that is where you shall be sent.
Okay.
Well, you've been there. Do you have any recommendations? How concerned should we be? Thrown into the desert. There's the great sandstorm. All those things. What dangers lurk? Because we're ignorant. You've been there.
What I would do if I was you is make sure that you are prepared for the desert. Once you have landed, it would also be wise to talk to the chieftain of the tribe that lives within the oasis. Bring a gift.
I was going to ask
Yes.
what exactly kind of
What do they value?
everything out.
What do they
What makes
value
it
most
really
is actually if there is a way that you can procure a livestock would probably be their favorite. I would say anything from sheep or goats. If you can afford a cow, that would probably be even the better. But yes, something of that nature.
Okay.
Man, I'm not cleaning up after the cow when we teleport it.
Put it in a bag of holding. Get to the other side. Do your flourish. Do a show, and then pull it out of the bag.
Should we go as far as getting like a bull and 2 heifers?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Tomas has animal handling.
I do.
As do I.
Well,
No,
fortunately,
I was trying to.
and so Bilius chimes in and says, well, fortunately for you, along with the exhibition, the Greyhawk exhibition that is going on, there is also livestock auctions as well, and places and people who are present who will definitely sell you a creature of that type.
We should take him something really exotic.
Well, my concern is I've never seen a cow in a desert. I've not heard of cows in desert. I mean, would it be better to get more of an animal that is, well, thrives in the desert and, a breeding pair, something like that?
They're going to eat it.
Not if we tell them that if they breed the bull with the cows, they'll have more and they'll start having perhaps a herd and they can grow that option.
Yeah, you also
Or
have
you
to,
can.
yeah, you also have to think this is an oasis, so there is irrigated land. And they also just are not going to eat these animals. Most likely, like you said, they're going to raise more of them so they can sell to other tribes. It's pretty important. You would think that in a desert, of course, water would be probably very, very important, but they have water, so they're good there. But food and the ability to take to use food as currency to make them more wealthy, that they would definitely want livestock other than gold.
Goats are food, not friends.
I still think they're breeding stock, but not for the other animals.
Them Bravos.
I saw a meme this evening and that made me chuckle, and I'll have to put that on the Discord so you guys can laugh at it because it's it's right up your all's alley. As disturbing as it is.
Viewer, I wouldn't want to have to put you out. If I could just get the coordinates of the teleport location, I could take care of that, and that way you wouldn't have to worry about it.
He says, well, of course, I can write those up for you. I didn't know if you wanted me to just open a portal for you. I could be happy to do that.
Like that idea.
The way it works, but I was trying to be respectful of your time.
Oh, trust me, I'm here. I have only been in town for a couple of days, and I'm planning on leaving again very soon. Hence the disarray that you see here. I just came to collect some items of mine that I thought would be useful on my next jaunt to the north. I'm going to the Tiger Nomads lands far to the north, so I'm going to go to the Tigers, and then hopefully, if I can survive them, I'm going to go to the Wolf Nomads next and see if I can solidify at least a good teleport location, hopefully close to their main villages. But we shall see. Said, all right. But no, I'd be happy to open up a portal for you. But go and go see if you can find some livestock and come back. I don't think you can bring the livestock inside the citadel. I think that's frowned upon. And you kind of look over at Bilius, and Bilius is like, yeah, you probably want to leave them outside. But yeah, so most likely I would leave them outside, unless you have an apprentice that you want to school in the art of fecal matter disposal. But
no, we have
an artist for that.
We have a special way to do that.
Guys, just keep sweeping the fecal matter into the bag of holding. More for the bag of holding.
Oh,
for the poop god.
That's going to fertilize something really well someday.
Yeah. It's like, what are you guys going to do with that bag of crap that you've been carrying around
since? We were going to dump it on the army, but
I think we're going to find someone really nice to give a present to.
Someone's going to get it. Well, that's good.
Okay. So, Tomas, you're going to go off and get us a cow, right?
Why am I getting the cow?
You're the Lord. You're the one that has connections to the land.
Oh my gosh! I got to do everything for you retards.
Hey, Tomas, I have a question. Do you have any of those vouchers for the pizza that DiGiorno, I think it is? Vouchers for a free one?
Like in real life?
No.
Actually, I had a better idea, but that's okay.
I was going to give one to Igor. Igor needs it.
You can buy one. They're not expensive. Shit. Just need you Shit.
Douchebag. Give it so that we can get good fortune and do all the right things and help and maybe feed a guy who's going to do us a favor. I want to be trapped sitting here with a favor owed back.
I already got this covered. Hyward, do you have a wife?
I'm going to go with probably not.
Say, who are you asking?
Hyward?
I'm not sure.
Who's
Igor?
the guy here?
Igor,
yeah.
Yeah. He says, no, I've never actually needed one. I'm a traveling man. There's a good chance that if I had one, I would have lost her by now.
Hey, that's what whores are for.
I can't disagree.
Check this out. And then I take out one of the cubes and I play like a slow song for when you're getting it on with the ladies. And he plays one of the Tomas songs off the cube.
He just kind of looks at it and says, well, that's an interesting contraption you have there. So,
hey, please.
Don't think I've ever
Enjoy.
seen one.
I know, they're my invention. Enjoy.
Ah, well, thank you. Might I take one with me on my travels to the tiger nomads?
Yes, you may. I give him another one, so he has two.
Oh,
So I have 6 left.
This is wonderful. I can give one to the tiger nomad chieftain, and I can give one to the wolf nomad chieftain, and they will be equal, and most likely they will be favorable upon me and not try to murder me at first sight.
Well,
Not
you know,
music.
with those particular nomads, they do tend to murder and then ask for questions later.
Well, I guess I shouldn't put the song "Killing an Arab" on there.
Yeah, let's try not to do that.
Or another one bites the dust.
Staying
Okay.
alive would be
Alrighty. So
Go ahead.
he says that, okay, yes, as soon as you can acquire the livestock that you want to take with you, just once again send someone here. I'll be happy to open the portal for you to the Oasis, and off you shall go.
All right. We go get the cow and bring it back to the Citadel. Probably to the amusement of many people.
2 cows, bull.
Okay, 2 cows and a bull.
I don't chicken. Why not?
Sure,
And
and we'll get a chicken too.
And a couple of chickens.
Why? Who the
Get
fuck?
a couple bullets and put them in a bucket.
That way
sure
they can
they're-
have steak and egg for breakfast.
Yeah, okay. I
Nothing
mean,
wrong.
makes sense. Okay, so you all head back out into the Crystal Citadel, making your. Who is actually going? Is everybody going, or is it just? Are you just sending Tomas?
Oh, we're all going.
Okay, you're all going. Okay, good.
Yeah, otherwise Tomas will get lost.
We're gonna turn it into a parade.
I wouldn't
Okay.
get lost. I'd come back with a bunch of magic beans.
Probably.
He would certainly mess it up.
Is that what you call them? Magic beans?
That's what your mom called them.
Damn.
Damn it! Sorry, Russ. I know I'm not supposed to do your mama jokes. Have it.
Oh Lord. Okay. So yes, you make your way back out of the Crystal Citadel, and you start to make your way towards the castle there in Greyhawk, where the royal family lives and where the exhibition is right now going on. As you get closer and closer to the castle, you can see that there are more kiosks set up along the sides of the thoroughfare there. You can see that there is all types of different sort of gadgets and things being sold. You see there are gnomes there peddling strange mechanical devices. Grenna, every once in a while, you see that there are a few different vendors that have a lot like the sidearm that you carry. I believe you have a pistol sort of thing. You see that those are becoming more and more popular. They're of course strange looking. They They, of course, have the flared bell at the end, sort of like a blunderbuss-looking contraption. They're not particularly pretty, but they do seem somewhat functional. Every once in a while, you see others who are hawking foods from different lands. But as you get closer and closer to the castle, you see that these kiosks are sort of fading, and you see actual large tents and makeshift buildings that have been put up around this central marketplace area. And once you get to that marketplace area, as you look up, you see that someone has built an airship, and it is right now moored directly over the castle itself, and there is a banner that is hanging down from it, proclaiming that it has the Greyhawk exhibition. The year is under that, and you can see it flapping in the breeze as people are on the ship are waving down at everybody below and throwing confetti and stuff of that nature. And it's just like a really crazy sort of thing to see, because you've never actually seen a ship like this. No. You can see that it looks like just a regular ship, but the sails have been replaced by this gigantic sewn together leather bag looking contraption that's floating above it.
I think we need that for the desert trip.
Nope.
I'm actually looking at it, and do I see anybody I recognize?
You do not see anybody you recognize. Right now, it's probably close to about 50 to 60 feet above you. You don't really see anyone that you recognize there. But if you look around, you do see that there is one of these large pavilion tents. And on this large pavilion tent, you see your family crest on there, Tomas.
That's what I figured. Go ahead, Albie.
Yep.
I was wondering, even though it's 50, 60 feet in the air, are there ropes mooring it to the ground, or is it somehow maintaining its position?
They right now they are mooring everything to the wall there of the castle. You can see that there are guards and people who actually have control over these guidelines.
We could borrow that.
Tomas
is going to go into the tent.
Okay, so Tomas, as you kind of pull the tent back and you walk in, you can see that it is lit faintly with like small lanterns. But as you sweep that open, you can see that there are people who are kind of lined up in there who are getting information from that. There are tables that are set out, and there's like pamphlets, and you see that there are one thing that's really interesting is it looks to be some sort of alchemist setup, and you see a wizardy looking sort of fellow. He's got a scraggly beard. He looks to be of a gnome, actually. And he's standing on the table talking about what is going on. But behind him, you see a very familiar face, and that is the face of your dad. And sitting next to him is your mom. And they both look over as the tent flap flies open and spots you. And both of them stand up at the same time. The gnome, who you're not familiar with, does not stop his presentation, but just continues on, going on about how he is taking this cylinder of gas and he is running it through some sort of beaker system He's got some, different glass lab equipment here. I'm not familiar with all the cool lab stuff, but even though I, took it in college. Something about pipettes. I don't know. But he just keeps on going on with his spiel. But your parents start to make their way past the tables and over to you. And as soon they stand there in front of you, because they have not seen you in a very long time. And the last time they saw you, if you remember, you still had the scar that you had received from, I believe, the goblin fight, which was like, that was a long, long time ago. And so your mother and father just kind of freeze, look at you, because, like I said, they're kind of surprised. They know it's you, but you don't look the same. They had gotten so used to the scar. And then so finally your father breaks the silence between you, and he says, Tomas, it's
Father,
been so long, my son. And he actually walks over and he hugs you. He just gives you a big hug as your mom walks over and places her hand on your shoulder and leans up against you. And he pulls you back for a little and takes us at, my boy, it's been so long, and your scar is gone. How did you? You can see it just kind of catches in his throat as he takes his hand and just rubs it down where the scar was. And your mom, your mother is sitting there, and she's just actually, you can see tears welling up in her eyes. And they both are just so glad to see you. And your father says, we have been trying to contact you, but you seem to be very elusive, my boy. Everything.
Well, Father, being an ambassador to the realms is a hardy task. So it is. I can sense that it is hard to reach me at times.
Yes, but everything you see here in this tent is because of you.
I kind of look around for a moment and say, "Is anything on fire?" No.
They chuckle a little bit, and as you can see, it said, "No, of course not." But when you sent news of the Rushmore and the gases found within, and your travels through that land, at first I was skeptical. I was, truthfully. But then I started to talk with your brother, and we talked a little bit about making our own way to the Rushmores. We found this gas that you were talking about. We contacted some friends, started to find ways to be able to take to mine that gas and synthesize it into something miraculous. He says, the airship that floats above the exhibition, this is the same gas that you and your friends discovered is the thing that keeps that wonderful ship aloft. You're a genius, my boy.
Well, I thank you, Father. I'm glad to finally gain your approval. And it is that airship that I've come to inquire about.
He says, well,
Brian?
Yes.
I made a roll.
Oh, okay.
What's his mother got in her pocket?
Oh!
Okay, yeah, because did everybody else come into the tent, or I guess it was just Timble?
We're all walking.
Vibrator.
We're walking as a group, so if he went in there, we all.
Okay, so yeah, the rest of you will also see all of this, and Timble, you're able to after a few moments of fishing around, you were able to find that she has probably close to 5 platinum pieces. She also has a dagger at her hip. So, so that's what you find. She doesn't really have pockets. She has like a pouch, like a belt pouch, which is standard.
I'm gonna keep 2 of the platinum pieces.
Okay.
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 I then will get her attention and go, ma'am, these just fell out of your pockets. They were laying here on the floor, and hand them back to her. And of course, Tomas hasn't taken the time to introduce me to his parents. I'm Timble.
Yeah, they look at the rest of the group, and it's like, Tomas, you have brought your friends with you. Are these the ones who also were in the swamp with you at that time?
They are. They're my companions and fellow guardians of Greyhawk.
So yeah, you can see Tomas's dad shakes each of your hands in turn. You can see Tomas's mom says, "Oh, well, thank you so very much," and she pockets all but one of the platinum pieces, and she says, "And for your honesty, I will give this to you."
Yeah, I can't take that. That's a friend's mother. That's just having finally met you and his father. Well, that's more than enough.
So she says, "Well, that is very, very nice. Tomas, you have such nice friends."
Yes, mother. Yes, mother. I actually rolled an 18 on insight. Is he bullshitting?
Oh yeah.
Oh, roll a deception check there.
No, you're huh? I'm just trying to get it out of the way.
Okay, you think he's being completely sincere.
I'm blowing it his way, letting him know. No, I'm bullshitting.
Okay, that's fine too. Okay, cool. So,
Father, how airworthy, and I believe the correct term would be airworthy, is the ship above us?
Well, it seems as though it has not went through any actual trials yet.
At that point, as soon as he says that, I put up my hand and say, well, allow me to be the first Commodore for the Yeomanry, a landlocked country, and I can be now Commodore or Lord Ambassador Commodore Waverly, because we would like to use it for something.
Title stacking is just so passe.
Well, that's because he has to overcompensate for his.
Okay.
He says,
he's Ben Affleck.
He's Ben Affleck. So your father kind of winces at the suggestion. He says, but my boy, this was a gift to His Majesty here in Greyhawk. It is not ours to give away. Of course, we are talking to others to see about building more ships in the future. But this one already has an owner. I'm very sorry.
How many other ships do we have?
This is a one of a kind. But there are more being made.
How soon could you have one if we spared no expense and had it ready?
Oh, well, you have to build a ship first, and that might take some time.
They're in progress. So
yes, it may take.
What if we actually had shipbuilders build ships?
Yes, it
Yarn.
It might actually take some time, and of course we have to harvest the gas and extract its the components down so that it is usable in the airship. So it would take, unfortunately, some time. I'm sorry. This has been a long project. I wish I had one to give you.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
And how is my wife and my child?
Oh,
changing the subject.
Then you
keeping them off guard.
Oh, well, as a matter of fact, I know that they had left here just a few moments ago to this quaint little turkey sandwich kiosk. So I don't know where you came from. You might have actually passed them.
No, if we had passed them, she would have noticed.
Right after she's
we're like a parade.
Her for so long.
We're like a parade. Trying to sneak anywhere.
Hey, fake girl.
All right, we need cows.
Is the Lord Mayor of the Free City of Greyhawk still Neroff Gaskell?
I believe so. Yes.
Got it.
Okay. So you overhear what as you're asking about livestock, a young man who is standing in line watching, or standing in the crowd watching the gnome talk about the extraction process. He turns very quickly and he says, "Oh, you're looking for livestock like cows and chickens and things?"
I need a cow. I need a bull and 2 heifers.
Oh, that's
a heifer is just a cow that hasn't had a baby yet.
Yes, I'm fully aware of what a heifer is.
He says, "Oh, well, then follow me, sir, ma'am, gentlemen. I know exactly. My father has a stall not too far away. Has everything that you need."
Very good.
Make sure it is a bull and not a Gomer bull.
I'll leave that to you, Grenna.
Grenna.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Since you're a little Fey girl, could you maybe bring a little Fey baby out of the Fey wilds and pass a Fey Thomas's child into the wilds, and a little swap? It seems to be you and your family's thing.
I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I'm a good little gnome.
Here's a platinum for your time.
Boom, boom.
I'm not going to do that.
It's pretty devious.
Can you put me in touch with someone?
But I am very interested in taking the ship for a test drive.
Actually, Tomas called over Timble, says, "I need you to write or make picture words on paper for me." He can write. You have better calligraphy.
Yeah. Let's go.
Picture words.
So I'd like to send a letter to the esteemed Lord Gaskell requesting for use of the ship. I dictate. "I write to you with urgency, respect, and cause rooted in shared duty. As you are aware, the yeomanry and the Waverly family recently presented the Free City of Greyhawk with a most precious and strategic gift. The Skyward Vigil, our newly christened airship crafted with cooperation from the finest elven aeromancers and dwarven engineers of the Lord Mills. The gift was granted in the spirit of mutual protection and progress as our realms face mounting threats from within and beyond, and it is with this same spirit that I must humbly request temporary loan or possession of the Skyward Vigil for a critical diplomatic and martial mission. My course now leads to the Bright Desert, where I pursue not only my enemies, but enemies of the realm itself, forces that defy borders, shadow trade routes, and conspire against the sovereign peace. Current geopolitical and arcane disturbances make travel by traditional routes perilous and slow. The airship provides a vital alternative: stealth, speed, and the element of surprise. It's not merely a matter of convenience, it's a matter of tactical necessity. I assure you that, 1, the airship will be manned by some of the best personnel in the realm of Greyhawk. All costs, provisioning, crewing, and maintenance during this mission will be borne by myself. The vessel shall be returned forthwith, or should crisis strike, usually used only in defense of the free city in its interest. Lord Gaskell, our histories are intertwined. Greyhawk has ever been a beacon in troubled times, and your wisdom is now even in the far reaches is even known now in the far reaches of the yeomanry. I ask you now, not as a noble seeking privilege, but as a soldier of peace and servant of the mutual sovereignty. I await your reply with utmost respect and readiness to your answer in any terms you deem fit. Lord Ambassador and Admiral Tomas Waverly.
All I gotta say is, you sure it's that kind of gas that's floating up there, and not what's?
I will add in like a side column. This is Master Timble Snivenblaven once the
Chancellor,
High Chancellor of Bissell. I concur with what he says upon the danger. There is a grave danger to all nations at this point. We do have needs of the ship. Timble Snivenblaven.
Okay.
And if there's a persuasion roll, I rolled a 27.
Okay. So you have this document. What are you doing with it?
Is my brother here?
You haven't seen him yet, but you believe that he may be.
After conferring with Timble for a few minutes, and he's jotting down, I give him the gist of the message he's writing down. I said, "Father, is my brother here?"
He says, yes, he should be. I know that he was saying that he was going around and looking at some of the other exhibits. You might find him out amongst them. Are you heading off so quickly?
Adders of the cosmos are held in sway while we wait.
Oh, well, that's disturbing. But
What the fuck did you just say? Jeez. Are we going today or not? We're not taking the ship. It ain't ours. We got another way. Let's go. Jesus.
I think I feel something in my lines. Oh, that was very good. Let's get the ship.
As we head to the turkey stand, I'm going to grab one of my parents' servants. What is it?
We're not going to the turkey stand.
okay, so
We're going to get the cows. Come on, Goomer. Keep your eye on the mission.
I'm going to secure the first vehicle in my air navy, my air forces.
So after all of this, after being an ambassador and being a lord, being everything else, you're going to be a Zoomy.
Have you ever seen the Air Force women compared to Army women?
Conceded.
I'll put LCJ up there.
wow. Okay, so I guess you're going to be following the young man out to
Yes.
okay.
Come on, guys.
So, he just takes you probably about a half a block away, where you see that there are other tents that are set up, and inside these tents there are stalls for animals. So he takes you to one of the largest ones, and inside you see that there is a rancher there. Some other people are walking around, looking at certain animals. Checking teeth on horses. Every once in a while, taking a look at the bulls. They have like 2 bulls, a couple of cows. They have like 10 sheep. 14 chickens. There's a lot going on inside this place. And so the boy walks up to this a fellow with a large brim straw hat and says, "Father, these good folks right here, they want to buy one of the bulls and some of the cows." And he looks and says, "Well, hi, folks. Well, so y'all are looking to buy some of these fine livestock that I have here today?"
I need a bull.
All right, I got a bull right here.
An uncut bull.
Yep.
And 2 heifers.
Well, I got what you're looking for, sir. Right here in these stalls.
Very good. At what price?
Well, let's see. I can let the cows go for 50 gold pieces each, and I'll let that bull go for 75.
Is there something special about these cows?
They give
Something
milk.
special about this cattle?
They give milk. And they've spawned some.
I want to see a bull that can give milk.
Well, I said that the cows will give milk, but the bull is not going to give you milk unless, I guess, you like special milk. I guess.
Anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to make yogurt from that. He just chuckles. He says, "So, yeah, that's what I got. I do have some fine chickens here as well, and of course we have all these sheep that might also be of some use to you. I do have some goats in one of the other pens out back. Yes, sir." And you're muted.
I am muted. So while Yarn is talking with I'm going to check out the animals and see if they're actually worth that much.
Okay.
I did an animal handling check. I don't know if that'll work. I rolled 25.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you're looking at them, you can see that the cows are young. On the youngish side, but they are definitely good stock. The bull is full grown. Like I said, uncut. Everything looks good on him. Are those the only two? Are the only three live pieces of livestock you were looking at?
That's all we're looking for.
Yeah, look at the bigger ones. Yeah.
So after taking a look at them, you kind of figured this is probably not a bad price, especially for the occasion that everything is here. You also see that as you take a look at their hooves and stuff like that, everything looks right. You don't see any abscesses inside the hooves or splits. So obviously they've been taken very good care of. These cows are primarily milk cows, so that's probably not a bad thing.
I look at Yarn. I said, I think it's a good price.
Okay.
So you're looking at 175 gold pieces total for these animals.
Okay. I asked if he'll take a draft on Bissell.
He's like, "Well, sir, I would actually rather just have the gold if you got it."
We have a dragon's hoard. I'm sure we have the money.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys actually have probably a pretty decent amount of cash
on
you. Yeah.
So we'll drop 175.
Okay.
And so I ask, does the bull have a ring in his nose?
He said, yes. And he said, I'll make sure that, if I can, did you need them all yoked up? We can provide that as well.
I don't need them yoked. I just need them. We're just going to pull them with us. Where
are we teleporting from, Yarn? We could just have them delivered there.
Well, we're going to walk back to the Crystal Citadel, right?
Yep.
But we're not going in the Crystal Citadel because we want to get Igor to come outside.
Why don't we have him take him over to to where the boat is moored, the airship is moored, and then maybe we could use it and haul it up there.
Because as much as it would be fun, we are trying to get somewhere quickly. So let's go.
Agreed. I appreciate your want to fly in such a marvelous contraption, Tomas, but I think time is pressing.
Yep, and I don't have enough spells to save your ass when we fall.
So, yeah.
What? To save his ass? Yeah. Sometimes.
Kelex is actually going to give a gold piece to the young boy and tell him thank you for bringing us to your father.
He bows and says, "Sir, thank you very much. Of course, make sure to come back if you need anything else. I know Dad trades every once in a while." And his father steps back over, he's shaking everybody's hand and said, "Thank you all very much for coming over and taking a look at this livestock. If you ever need anything else, we actually have a farm not too far away, and you can find us at the it's called the Wormstead. I also raise earthworms there. So just ask for the Wormstead, and you can just come over, and you can just and I'll sell you worms too if you want, and you can fish with them, and they're just wonderful. But we just that's what the ranch is called, the Wormstead."
What is the largest worm you have?
Well, the largest worm we have are large, what we affectionately call night crawlers, and those are pretty good size, and we raise those.
Okay,
Sir, I'm sorry for asking, but what's your name once again?
I'm sorry, I didn't even get a chance to give it to you, did I? Well, my name is James, and this is my boy Roger, and we are the Fillins. So this is Roger Fillins, and I'm James Fillins, and my wife's around here somewhere, and her name's Rebecca. And you all just come down to the Wormstead, and we'll we actually have extra rooms if you ever want to stay, and especially if you're looking to buy some more bulls and cows and worms and stuff.
I suspect this is a one-time purchase, but thank you.
Well, you just never know. Yeah, you might come back and say, "You know what I need? I need a new bull."
Out of character, we do have a keep to maybe start looking at fixing up. I like Yarn's face.
Yarn's like going, "God."
I'm thinking about that poo that I got.
All right. We saddle up and head towards the Crystal Citadel.
Okay. So, yeah, as you all are walking out of the tent, making your way back through this merchant district, you hear, Tomas, you hear someone shouting your name from back where the tent where your parents were at, and you see your mother is waving a handkerchief and shouting your name, and standing next to her is Lily, your wife, holding a young child, and you can see that they're definitely trying to get your attention.
I turn to Grenna and say, "Now's your chance."
I roll a 13. Does the kid look like me?
Yeah. It's definitely got that Waverly look going on. So, yeah,
Has the old scar.
it's got the scar.
And it's got Timble's red hair.
So now I look like shit. What's his name? Oh shit.
Ed.
Played the Joker with the cleft palate.
Oh, jeez. So
Okay, so I head back. And all of a sudden, I hear, I roll over to song number 4 on my cube, which is the love song, and put it in my backpack, and you hear the love story. Dun 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 dun. As I slow walk through the crowd towards her and take her in an embrace.
She of course, the first thing she looks at says, she also makes the comment, it's like, oh my, your scar, it's completely healed. And, she of course returns the hug, and she presents your, I can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if we ever established it as canon or not, if this was a boy or a girl. Did we ever come up with it?
I thought it was a girl.
Was it a girl?
We didn't. And also, for deception, I rolled a 24, and I'm like, what scar?
Your mother is standing there, and she said, Tomas, don't play with her like that. And she kind of smacks you up the side of the head. Just stop it. Don't play games.
Moms have automatic save, those kind of things.
Yeah. So,
I'll ask if I can see the baby. I'll hold my hands up. See the young one.
So she looks at all of you and says, it's so nice to, Lily says, it's so nice to see all of you again. It has been so long. Of course, also we need to come up, and we have to also make something else canon. We need a name for this child. So
did we decide on the sex? I just missed it. I thought we hadn't decided on the sex of the child.
Okay. So yeah, we need a name and we need sex of a child. So what are we doing here? Is it male, female, and we need a name?
So if I roll 46 or lower, then it's a female, or it's a male.
Okay. So what are you rolling? Oh, okay.
Percentile.
92.
It's a female.
Okay, so you have
Melody.
a daughter. Okay.
Melody.
Can I name her Russ?
Melody.
Blossom.
Which would actually go really well. I mean, the melody would actually go really well because you're a bard. But I said, so Blossom's kind of nice too, I suppose.
I
Do
think
a name generator. Find a name generator.
Yeah, we'll just randomize some name.
Melody, Blossom.
Hildegard.
God. Yeah, that'll work too.
Reaganleaf.
Here comes a random. Here's 10 names. I'm gonna randomly determine this.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. I got 10 names. Ooh, this will be fun. All right, 1 through 10. Here it is.
Okay.
What are the names before you do
Yeah,
it?
you have to tell the names first.
All right.
Okay, roll the 10.
Lyarella Wind Whistle, Candace Starling, Seraphina Virali, Aria Bellmantle, Lyra Moonchant, Tessara Dulcet, Elwyn Songweaver, Melody Thistledown, Tala Harpright, and Briel Laughingbrook. And that was the last one. So it's Briel Laughingbrook.
Waverly.
Yeah, that's
Her parents hated her at birth.
Yes.
Yeah, there was something going on. There's that child's cursed. Okay,
So Lily shares with me that when she says Laughingbrook, that's the name we named the river that you rerouted through the village.
Oh yeah, the one that flooded the graveyard. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, and all the bodies were popping up out of the ground.
Like whack-a-mole, but different.
Like poltergeist. Pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
Oh,
What's that
Lord.
first name once again?
What's that?
What's
I'll post it.
Yeah, make sure to post it so I can put it into the NPC list. Yeah, we got to definitely do that because I also have to do James and Roger shit, what was her last names now?
Villain.
Philin. Yeah, Philin. Yeah.
Brio's not that bad. Call her Brie for short. Named after cheese.
Or Brooke.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Well, cool. Alrighty. So, yeah, you spend a little bit of time. You can see that the rest of the party is a little like, oh my gosh, are we ever going to get out of here? I know Yarn's feeling that way. Yes.
I'm holding I'm holding the little child and everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn to Grenna and say, "Look, so beautiful," and shove her into her arms.
Oh, okay.
I think everything is going to kick off some Fae want to steal the child.
The party member's child is like, yeah. That's like attacking party members.
No, it isn't.
Well, you know, if it's for the good of the group, it's okay.
I'm just going to get rid of the curse finally? No.
It's like, we finally get a chance to meet Tomas's daughter, and she immediately is stolen by Fae creatures.
Oh,
As sad as that sounds, that's about right. Anyway.
Morel. You want a baby?
Okay. So yeah, so how are you going to depart from this reunion?
With cattle in
There's
tow.
more work to do. See you in a couple of years.
See you in a couple of years.
Lord Ambassador Commodore Tomas, I understand this is probably a great time.
Oh,
well,
God.
Admiral. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
decide to go with
Yeah,
Admiral.
he's already made himself an admiral.
Yeah.
It's about
I'm
right.
going to get on the back of the bull and
Oh,
ride off
Wow.
towards the Crystal Citadel.
Okay.
Oh my god. So, just for the record, again, for those of you who can't see this, I'll just post this in the Princess Celene chat group. Because they decided to add when I was creating the image of the baby and me and my wife, it added a caption below it.
Oh God.
Hard.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
Sometimes if you don't
Look at
change
a
your
little gray there all of a
you get weird
sudden.
results.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, my dear, work calls. But if you can secure us that airship and have my brother meet us at these coordinates, and I give him the jump coordinates, perhaps.
What jump coordinates?
What's that?
What jump coordinates?
I thought you had jump coordinates.
No,
I got no coordinates.
yeah, he
He
didn't.
has been very cagey about giving me information.
Oh, that fucker.
He wants to send me there instead,
Yep.
which is actually not a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah, wizards don't even trust their own kind.
But once I get there, I can
have
spend
to
10
find
minutes looking at it, and I have the coordinates.
Do you think he's got those coordinates written down for the
Who
place?
the hell knows?
Okay. So
I'm
yeah.
gonna go see.
So
You must hasten back and hasten to produce another airship. Because I need an airship.
You need an enema.
She
Get all that shit out of yourself.
She just kind of looks at you, kind of a little disappointed. She's like, "Oh, okay. I suppose."
What's his wife's name? What's his
Lily.
wife's name?
Her name's
Lily.
Lily.
Lily. We'll bring him back. I need him for the next day or two, and then you can have him.
You
She
can keep him this time.
she
Yeah.
says, "Thank you so much. He's been away way too long. I know that his brother would love to see him, but I know that he had stepped out for a little bit, unfortunately." She just looks back over at you, Tomas, and once again gives you a hug and says, "Be careful. and come back quickly.
Can't believe I said that. I said I needed Tomas. I can't believe I said that.
So with persuasion, I'll say, I'll hurry right back. Or that'd probably be more deception. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's more of a deception roll because you're like, no.
25. Woo!
It's like Tomas's main dream has always been to be a deadbeat dad.
Well, he's rocking that. Okay, so I'm on top of the back of that bull, and I'm riding it off to the Crystal Citadel.
Okay, so
I rolled 25 on animal handling.
Okay, that's pretty good. Alrighty, so yeah, you make your way back to the Crystal Citadel. I guess one of you are going to run in real quick and talk with Igor.
Yep.
Okay. And within just a few minutes, you all, the person who goes back in returns with Igor, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, this looks really good. You found some fine specimens to take with you. I'm sure that the chieftain will be thrilled to receive these. So let's get started." And so he takes out a piece of chalk and he starts drawing just a huge circle in the middle of the plaza. Other people are now gathered around, kind of watching this old elven wizard. And he's making strange arcane marks and on the cobblestones. And you hear people are kind of, they're watching, but they're kind of stepping back because they feel that there's something going on. As you all are standing in the center of this circle, he just keeps going. And as he starts marking, you can see that the runes and the arcane symbols start to glow a bluish white light as the circle starts to fill in. He starts chanting, and eventually there is, at one point in time, you all have that familiar teleport feeling, and you are now teleported just outside of the Var Oasis. The cows and the bull seem a little perturbed by the travel. So they look like they're not really too sure what has, of course, happened to them. So I need another animal handling check to keep them kind of reined in. And anybody can help with this. 15's good. 23. Oh, wow. 23 with Kelex. 22 with Timble. Okay, cool. Yeah, so and a 23 for Yarn. Okay, so yeah, you guys were able to quickly rush, grab a hold of the ropes that are being used, grab a hold of the ring. You get everything under control. As you start to see these desert folk you start to emerge from what is small buildings and stuff on the outskirts of the oasis, and looking towards you, you see that there are probably about 6 or 7.
Okay.
One is right. One's riding on a camel. As they start to make their way over to you. And once one of them, the group stays back, but one of them approaches. You can see that he looks to be an older gentleman. He is wearing farmer's clothing. You can see that he's probably some sort of. Yeah, he's definitely not royalty or of someone of the. But he's obviously an older fellow, and he has some sort of wisdom that the others bow to and sort of give way to him to make decisions and things. So obviously he is of importance, but it is probably because of his age. And he says in the Sul language, and does anybody here speak Sul? Okay, cool. So this is good. So he greets you in the Sul language, and Yarn, you hear him say, greetings, travelers, and
Greetings, grandfather.
And welcome to Var. He smiles at that and he says, you obviously know of our ways. It is wonderful to see and greet you on this fine, bright, sunny day. I see that you have brought gifts. These
Yes.
Yes, the Sultan will be so pleased to see them.
Please. Is the Sultan in residence?
Yes, of course. I shall take you there. He gives like a very sharp whistle, and you see the other ones start to fall back a little bit. The man with the camel actually approaches, and the camel lowers itself, and the man helps the elderly Sul gentleman up onto the camel as they start to ride, keeping pace with you, but leading you. As you get past that first row of houses and things, you start to actually see how large this oasis is. It's very, very lush. There are open fields of grains and other fruits and vegetables that are being grown. You can see that there are other cows and bulls and other types of livestock here as well. And you finally make it to the center, right next to the water itself, and you can see that there are cattails and reeds, and it's and there are just more and more people as you get closer and closer to this just very large tent. It's just very spacious, and there are 2 guards standing out front. You see that there are probably close to about 10 women dressed in various robes and dresses and things of that nature are coming in and out of the tent, and as you approach the elderly man, the camel once again sort of lowers itself. The man slips off, and he approaches the guards and speaks to them again in Sul, and they one of them opens the tent flap and walks in, while the other one stays put, a hand on his scimitar. The elderly man turns to you and says, "You shall be introduced. Who shall we say is your representative?"
I am Iron Mask, son of Godstone, wrought in valor and tempered by trials. Disciple I am to Snake and Eye, whose wisdom sharpens my mind and spirit. Behold, I am the immolator of beholders. Their fell gaze is snuffed by mine unyielding hand. The undead quiver at my name, for I am their bane, a scourge to their wretched existence. Today, that vile knave knows me for foe. I meet his enmity with righteous scorn. Yet to the fair elves I am a steadfast friend, bound by honor and kinship. Thus I stand afore ye a wizard, forged in fire and fellowship. Hail, and well met.
Hear Tomas say, he's a loony.
So,
hang around for much too long.
So as you finish this, you see that the tent flap once again opens. The guard walks out, and they both peel back the flaps on the tent. And the old man says, "Enter before the Sultan." And you walk in. You see that there is a very rotund man sitting on some sort of makeshift throne looking. So there are some extremely beautiful pale skinned women who are just sort of attending him. He is eating grapes, and he has a goblet of wine sitting in front of him and he stands and says, "I've heard your claim to the fame that you you espouse outside of my tent. Welcome to my oasis.
Thank you, Sultanus.
Yes. You see that the women who were attending him have now like sort of dispersed. It is now just him and a couple of guards. And he says, "So you have appeared in my desert. What is it that you seek? What is it that you brought me?"
First, we have brought you a bull and two breeding cows from the finest farms near Greyhawk.
He looks to the old man and he says, have you seen these animals?" And he says, yes, Your Highness, I have seen these animals. They are of utmost quality. I believe that they have come from very, very far away, from lands that we have never henceforth traveled to. And the Sultan says, "These are acceptable gifts. I welcome you to my oasis. You, of course, have... You may drink from the water. Share the water that we have, we will share with you. The food that we have here, we shall also share with you."
Thank you. We appreciate your hospitality.
He looks over at one of the young ladies and says, "Mua, will you make sure that they have places to stay for the night?" She bows and says, Yes, my Sultan, I will be happy to." And you see her, she just kind of floats over toward you all. She's very graceful. And she looks to you, Yarn, and says,
"Bing, bing, bing."
Yeah. The Sultan has ordered that you have places to stay for this evening. I shall make sure that is made true. And she walks out of the tent, and he again says, "So, where is it that you travel from?"
We travel from Greyhawk, the city.
Ah.
We travel to, honestly, an unknown place.
This unknown place, is it near my oasis?
It is between Yar and what was the other oasis? The other city?
Column?
Column
or something?
Column?
Yeah.
It is between here and Cullum. It is a tower. It is a tower that is between the cities, within eyesight of the Great Sandstorm.
He says, you travel deep into the desert. This is very, very treacherous. Do you know of the creatures that lurk within the sands?
Yes, the worms? Yes, we are aware of the worms.
Are you aware of the gigantic scorpions and the snakes that also plague this land?
It would not be a desert without scorpions and snakes.
Then you have come well prepared, I believe.
We certainly hope so.
I'm well prepared to die. Yep. That's us.
Oh.
So then this is a very important mission for you.
It is a mission of honor.
I see. That is something that is very, very important to us, Soul.
Indeed.
Yes. So, please, let me keep you no further. If you wish to dine with us, we shall be eating not much later, of course, when the sun finally reaches the western part of the sky. When it cools, we shall meet once again.
Thank you.
You're most
And
welcome.
we bow our wells up.
Okay. So as you all sort of like retreat, you can see that the bull and the cows have already been kind of taken away. You're not really too sure where they've been, but the young woman, Mua, is standing outside waiting for you, and she takes you. She says, "Weary travelers, please follow me." and she takes you to a set of tents that are just probably within about 50 feet of the Sultan's tent. And you see they're smallish, but they have it looks to be very comfortable pillows and like a large carpeted area. It's very, best that I could probably put it, Middle Eastern is probably what you're looking at here. You don't really have chairs. You sit on very, very plush large pillows and things of that nature. Water and wine is also brought to you. And Mua makes sure that everyone is comfortable.
Can we get a description of her?
Yeah, sure. So she is very pale skin. Her eyes are like a light, what I would say, amber in color. It's not what you would, like the people of of the north where you are from, Yarn, where they have more Nordic features. These are a little bit different. The sun has, of course, over centuries and centuries but hers specifically, she's kind of pale in comparison to others. She has long black hair that comes to about mid-waist, to the middle of her back. She is wearing sort of gossamer sort of clothing that allows air to flow through, making it easier to sort of live in this desert environment. She's wearing closed sandals, so that the sand does not get in, but you can see that they're very functional for where she's at. Of course, they have, they don't really have to worry too much about it. There are paving stones that they have milled out of the stones that were around the oasis, and they've brought them from other places that they've quarried. So there are walkways, but that's kind of what she's wearing. She has a belt around her waist that has a belt pouch, and you can see that she has a very interesting looking knife that has a wavy sort of blade that it looks to be extremely sharp. And that's about it. She has, she wears kind of not a veil over her face, but she has a head covering that just comes down to like right about the top of her shoulders. But you could see easily that if there was like a sandstorm or something, that she could easily whip that around to cover her nose and mouth if need be. But at this point in time, her face is completely uncovered, and her hair is as well. Okay.
All righty.
Yeah,
I guess we hang out in the visitor quarters.
Yeah. So, and it's not too long. I mean, you all have been kind of busy throughout the day. You of course left Instead, and then you went to Greyhawk. You talked with the people there. Of course, you went to the Riveau brothers. You also touched base with Erica at the turkey Talon and Turkey kiosk. Then you met Tomas's parents. You went and bought some livestock. So it's been kind of a busy day. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit of downtime as the sun starts to slowly creep its way across the sky to the west. Eventually the stars start to come out, and you can see it's just absolutely beautiful. There's not a lot of light pollution here. There's not a lot of lights around. So as you can see, it's just a blanket of stars. And it's at this time there is no moon. The moons are not present. I believe there's actually 2 moons in Greyhawk, but you do not see them. They're not present, and so you have a complete view of the sky. It's definitely big sky country, so to speak.
Gorgeous.
Mua eventually comes and collects you, and you all are brought once again to the Sultan's tent. They have set out a large buffet sort of style things. There is different types of foods, but all the food is regional. It's all stuff that is made, grown, and harvested here at the Oasis. So there's a lot of things you have that you've never seen before. There's grains and things that you've never experienced. But the Sultan says, welcome, my friends. Welcome. Please sit. We shall eat and we shall talk about your adventures and where you have been and where you are going.
All right.
Is he still speaking in Soul?
He still speaks in Soul. So really the only person who can understand him is Yarn. So Yarn, you have to translate for your friends.
I'm translating.
Kiffi can understand everything.
Oh, that's right. Kiffi has a helm of understanding. So Kiffi, you've heard all of this. So yeah. And so as you all are seated there, he talks of you of the lands that you've been to, because he has been to certain places, but mostly they had been places within the Bright Desert and the Bright Lands themselves. So any knowledge that you bring is wonderful. So if you tell him of your past adventures, of your tales, of the war in Bissell, your meeting with the dragon, it's all just insanely interesting to him and his entourage of his harem. You would kind of figure out.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, as Yarn, as you're spinning these tales, you and Kiffi are you know. And you of course you were talking to your the other people in the party. He just seems to be very interested in what you are and what you're telling him.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I spend most of my time translating back and forth, so I don't eat very much.
Mm-hmm. So he says to you, so tomorrow you head deep into the desert. Do you have? This is a very long way that you go to this sandstorm that never ends. Is it that do you need camels? I have camels for you.
If we could borrow camels, that would be very, very helpful.
I have camels for you. Have you rode a camel before?
No, I've never ridden a camel. But
He's milked a few.
I can't even remember the proper honorific for a sultan. I think it's your grace.
High Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
I'm not sure. Your grace should work, but your grace. I can't promise that we'll return the camels.
He says, I don't understand. Go ahead.
But what I can promise is that if we do not return the camels, we will provide their worth to you.
He says, this is what I expect from a fellow soul. Always making sure that everything is right. This is good. I will give you camels. I will make sure that you have enough water and make sure that you have whatever that you might need to go forth in your journey.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes, Albie.
While you guys are talking, I'm doing a quick painting of the
Sultan?
Yeah, the Sultan, and then of him gesturing and talking in the bright colors of the pillows and everything, just that and the meat and everything right there. And at the end of the night, I'll provide that to him.
Okay. So so you're over sketching and making just
Painting, just
Yeah. So you went ahead and gave me a 27. That's awesome. So it's like really a masterpiece that you have created. It's absolutely beautiful. And so I guess you'll go talk with Yarn to see about presenting it or trying to get, so how are you going to do that?
Well, how do we present it?
Exalted One, our artist wanted to immemorialize our meeting. And then
He says,
And I will walk forward and hold it out, and then in hand, and
he takes it and looks at it and says, "This is wonderful. Thank you so much. I've never seen such beautiful work. It is a shame that you must leave so soon. I would hire you and keep you here so that you could make picture of everything that we have done here in my beautiful oasis."
I have done that work before, and as much as grateful as I am, we have too much work to do, too many things that must be done for the whole of all people.
So I understand. I do understand. I know that you must be ready. That we shall wake you before the sun rises so that you get early start. It make it easy for you. The desert cold can be quite refreshing in the mornings.
Oops.
Will definitely wake you up.
Man, you pissed him off, man.
Ross is sitting there plucking on his lute, and he doesn't do a very good job. He was trying to write a song called Soul Man. He's a soul man. Da, 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 da. He's a soul, but it didn't work. He rolled an 8.
So the Sultan just kind of looks over and says, and once again talks to you, Yarn, and says, "What is this sound that assails my ears? I thought we were. I thought you came in peace, but you bring me this affront to my auditory senses."
Yeah, he tries. Yes.
I don't know.
His heart is in the right place, but his hands, maybe not.
Oh, is he a special person?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It just shows once again the soul mentality to be able to try to lift the those who are lower on the stage of life up.
I have no idea.
He says, "Well, my friend."
Oh man! Here's a question: when a musician plays and fails, does he know he failed, or does he think he's doing good?
I would kind of hope that you would have at least enough self-awareness to be able to go like, "Oh, that didn't come out right."
Well, I think that would be a perception roll because
give me
he's
a perception.
obviously looking at everybody else and going, "That's not working."
Yeah, give me a perception check on that.
I would believe with music and a musician, you would have a certain ground where you would go, "Oh, that doesn't work," and then start looking for a return. But it could happen in that middle ground that you are completely certain that it's a hit. It's the best
I
thing.
actually rolled a 19 on perception, so I see the Sultan kind of look at me weird, and then I go like this.
It's called
I hold up my hand, and then I perform a sleight of hand trick.
Okay.
Once
With a
again,
10.
a special person.
Oh no.
He is trying so hard. He is trying so hard to entertain you. You're exalted.
And at that point, then I break out one of the cubes, so I'll have 5 left, and I place it down in front of the Sultan.
No.
So after multiple failures, Tomas reaches into his bag and brings forth out one of the Bardus Fortualis cubes and places it on the carpet in front of him. And I guess you activate it. And of course, as everybody else is looking, yeah, and of course, Yarn is mortified. The Sultan says, "Oh, what is this? Is this some sort of magic?"
It is a device.
A device, you say?
A device.
This
And you're
is-
more than welcome to have it. It will play. There are 6 sides. Each side has a different song.
This is interesting. First you come to me and you bring me a bull and 2 cows, and now you present a magical device. I am truly, truly blessed. I have obviously been blessed. The stars above are looking down upon me, and I feel that I have been fulfilled in some sort of way. Thank you, my friends.
It is our pleasure.
And so
I say Sim Salabim.
He says, so I shall, at this time, I must leave you. I have things to attend to. As you see, he looks around at some of the young females who are a part of his harem, and he says, he looks at Mua, make sure that they rise well before the sun, so that they may start their journey. We do not want them to get caught too in the bright morning sun. We want them to be blessed. And she says, of course, Sultan, I will make sure. And so he rises and bows to you and says, good luck on your adventure. Be
Thank
safe.
you, Arizona.
And he takes the cube with him as he walks back. And as he walks back deeper into this very, very large tent, and the flaps close behind him, and you can still hear the strains of the music playing behind as he leaves you. And Moa says, "Oh, my friends, please, it is time. It would probably be wise for you to sleep. I know you have a very big day tomorrow."
Indeed.
What languages do we have in common that none of these other people speak? I don't think so.
Ooh, I got Abyssal, Infernal.
I've got common, dwarvish, elvish.
Doesn't one of you guys have the telepathic thingy?
I do. All right.
Isn't there a spell where we could all talk to each other?
Yes, I have it. Stand by.
You
Telepathic bond.
sound so defeatist when you.
Well, no, it's a spell slot, and I hate giving those up if I don't have to.
How many fireballs is it?
How many
Fireballs is a different category of spell for me.
Look at it this way, Yarn. You get 1 rest, so you'll get your spell slot back.
Actually, I can do this in... Oh, okay, cool. I can do this ritually. All right, guys, we're all talking telepathically now. Don't sleep with anybody here. We need to set watches. While the Sultan is very, very much in our favor, he is not the only player in this game. The lady that's in charge of us, my first thought is Ifrit.
Explain.
Amber eyes.
Is that not common amongst their people here?
Oh,
Oh.
and what does Amber? What does Amber relate to? Fire.
I rolled a 25 history. Would I know if that's true when he's saying that it's not common for their eye type? Because we're in a fantasy world. You never know what eye type they're going to be.
Yeah, for Soul, that would be kind of strange. And also the thing that was probably also kind of telling for Yarn was her ability to travel over the sand was like she was floating. So while she does definitely have legs and you can definitely see she has feet, she did not really seem to touch the ground. So it is a little puzzling. He was able to pick up on it pretty quickly, but of course he did not want to say anything to offend. So
not without.
So she did not walk. She would actually glide over the sand.
She glides. Yeah.
Okay. I definitely missed that.
Yeah.
Did she come from a land from afar off?
Yeah. You also another thing like Yarn, you would have also noticed that she did not dress like the other women who were there in the tent. You kind of think that she is probably an advisor or something to the Sultan. She probably has some sort of power, and as an Efreet, she definitely has probably more powers than most would know. Yeah,
and this would probably be her lair, right?
Yeah. The desert, this oasis would definitely, if you would consider it a lair for a creature like her, but she did not seem hostile. She did seem
not all Efreet are.
Exactly.
And she may be bound.
Right.
But I don't know that.
There is that. Yep.
All right. Well, so we need to set guards. Do we want to? I mean, I don't know. Did they send us to separate rooms or?
One
large tent.
Yeah, no. They're separate tents.
Ooh.
Yeah. But they are all right next to each other. They're sort of in a semicircle. In the center is a fire pit so that if it gets too cold at night, they'll start a fire there and it will help heat the sands, and it'll heat the sands of the tents so that you do not, freeze. Of course, they have blankets and things of that nature, so you're not going to be uncomfortable.
I'd rather one tent. Damn.
Yeah, y'all are in separate small tents.
Or doesn't our Tomas have some kind of spell that we can all, some hut of his? Bet he's not there, so.
What was the question?
I was wondering if doesn't Tomas have like some what is the Ottomans something fantastic hut or something like that? Didn't he have some kind of spell?
Layman's hut.
There you go.
I have that as well.
Okay. Well.
Okay, so you're going to set a watch?
Hold
on. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Discuss it amongst yourselves.
All right, guys. Do you remember the thing I cast on the tower in Bissell? The guards and wards? I can do the same thing. I can do the same thing in this area. I can also do an alarm. But I don't.
Do you think
that's not going to work because that's going to.
Why don't I do a layman's tiny hut and we all get in that in our tent?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Do we need? I take it we don't need to post a guard then.
We have a guard. We have Edgar.
Yep.
I'll have Edgar sit in a tree. Make sure you pull up the rope.
Do we need to go all in at the same time? Because I think Kelex is going to kind of enjoy the Starry Night for a few minutes.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
As long as the rope is down.
It's not rope trick. It's Leomans.
Oh, that's right. It's different.
Just getting rid of all this stuff on the way. 9 creatures can fit inside. Yeah, once you're in, you have to stay in. You can't come back in.
Yeah.
Okay, but do we have to go on at the same time? Is what I'm asking.
Yes.
I would make that assumption.
Okay. Explain this to me. Is it a visible hut or invisible?
It is a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force. Around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. However, you don't have to stay there the whole duration. You can leave.
So how big is the tent? Is this dome going to fit under
10-foot radius.
9 people.
I'm talking about 10 foot high.
Radius, 10 foot high, 10 foot around, 10 foot in the
That's what I'm saying.
ground.
Is it going to fit in the tent?
No. It's probably not going to fit the tent.
So we're openly insulting the hospitality.
Kelex is kind of on the same lines. I understand our concerns, and so far I haven't felt. I mean, the lady you spoke of, she seemed to be, nice enough. I mean, we can still post a guard. We have a fire pit here.
If we sleep in the regular tent and somebody attacks, I can cast that, and that at least if somebody's right next to us, we fight them inside. They leave the area, they can't come back in, and we can regroup and work out from there.
I think the tents, there's several tents. I don't think we can all fit in one. Is that right, Brian?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit in one.
We would be able to sink the this force stone into the ground with a tent covering perhaps just the top, so that we could.
I get where right now that wouldn't work either. I mean, it's a 10-foot radius, so it's a 10-foot sphere, and so.
Yeah.
But if we bury it,
it's gonna take time to bury. 5-foot hole? Well, actually, don't you have that spell yarn, the cantrip? Move earth.
Move earth. Oh yeah, I can move the hell out of earth. All right.
I don't know. Are we overthinking this?
I think so. We can do an effort.
All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to sleep out next to the fire pit. I'm going to cast an alarm within a 20-foot cube. The alarm's going to alert me whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the ward.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
What about normal foot traffic? What happens if they're just walking by?
They'll let me know. That'll wake my ass up.
Okay.
well, I do believe we should have a watch system.
Yeah.
The appropriate way to break it up, I think, would be, by twos.
Agreed.
I choose Kelex.
Okay.
And I'm okay with taking the first watch if we need to.
Okay.
Yeah, first, last, middle, I don't care.
All right. Brian,
Yes.
if anything other than the party members come in this 20 by 20 cube, an alarm, it'll sound like a handbell
Okay.
for 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, good. All
And
right.
it'll wake my ass up.
Okay. So who's on first? Who's your first shift, people? Your second shift and your third shift, and you're doing what? 2 hours each shift, for a total of 6.
Well, let's see. Kelex, Tomas, and Grenna, and Timble don't have spells, so they're doing the watches.
I have spells.
I have spells.
But have you used them?
Oh, well, no, I'm smart.
Oh, that's been used. Okay.
You know what, Brian? When I'm under the effects of
The mushrooms?
Yeah, the Morellians.
Mm-hmm.
I only need 6 hours sleep.
Actually, you only need 4.
Oh yeah, so I only need 4. So I'll take and just wake somebody up when my shift's over. As I'm sitting there tripping on mushrooms in a desert oasis that I don't speak the language.
That's true.
Midnight at the Oasis.
You don't know how many of
Are you
them.
going to Burning Man? Is that it?
Well, I'm going to sit over and start plucking out Wonderwall. You're my Wonderwall.
Oh,
Fireball!
Yeah, fireball that. Yeah. Kill that with fire.
You really should play Kashmir.
Oh, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, you know, earlier I was going to say I was going to tell if I could have spoken to the Sultan when he's getting down with the ladies, play side 4 of Zeppelin or side 2 of Zeppelin 4, which is Kashmir. So,
Okay.
What movie is
So,
that? Dazed and Confused?
no, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay. All right.
okay, so your first shift is Timble and Kelex?
Felix.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Who's your
good.
second set? No takers?
Grenna,
I'll do the last 4.
Okay, so Tomas is doing the last 4.
So
Anybody
Big
else?
Grenna in the middle. Big Grenna in the middle.
Okay, so Grenna in the middle. Okay, cool. So you have 2 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, and then 1 at the end. Okay, cool. All right, very good. So, yeah, as the first shift, the desert sand really holds in the heat for a pretty long time. So you don't really seem to be too bothered by the change in the temperature. But by the time that Grenna takes over, it starts to plummet pretty steeply. And you start to, as the others head off, as Tomas and Kelex head off to bed, Grenna, you are standing watch over them when very suddenly you see Mua, the advisor to the Sultan, appears, and it sets off your alarm, Yarn.
So I'm the one.
Danger.
Danger, Will
That-
Robinson. Yeah.
It's a actual auditory alarm.
Yeah.
So
Bing, bing, bing.
should the rest of us roll?
Yeah, the rest of you can roll perception to see if you wake.
Nope.
Okay, so Kelex, you are
41. Holy shit!
yeah.
I don't,
Yes.
I don't think I,
Yeah, I don't think Timble actually sleeps. He just like hovers there on the edge of consciousness. But Kelex though is out. I mean, he has passed. He has passed out.
Kelex has been a good. Yeah, Kelex has been a good space. He's definitely getting some well needed.
Yeah.
He's sleeping the sleep of the just.
Yeah, Kiffi, you also wake. But yeah, as Mua appears and sort of glides across to the fire pit, you see her extend her hands out like so before her, and you see a shimmer of heat and light. And as it does so, the fire pit bursts into flames, bathing the area in heat and light. She then looks at you, at you, Yarn, and says, you did not need to set an alarm for us. We are your friends. I am sorry that you felt this way.
It is not an insult. This is even in my own home.
He says, you.
Get paranoid.
Yeah. It's like, I am sorry that you have to feel this way, but I am glad that you did not try to attack me. That is good.
Of course not.
She says, I shall leave you to slumber. And she turns and sort of glides across the pavers as she heads to another set of tents and another fire pit. You all relax.
That's really weird.
What was that?
I said, that settles that.
Yeah.
You can hear Kelex shifting around in his tent all nice and comfy. You can hear him whisper, suspicious wizards.
So as you all settle back down, I need to know how your night's rest goes. Was it pleasant? Was it fraught with thoughts of the past, thoughts of the present?
I don't know. Great DM. What was our sleep like?
Well, this is where you actually get to add to the story. You don't want to add to the story. I see.
You had dreams of that tree.
Okay.
Going great.
Well, okay. So Grenna, you do not dream of the tree this time.
Oh, shocking.
You do not dream of the tree. What you do dream of is the you see the tree, but it's not what you saw before where you reached over and touched it and then it kind of grabbed you and wouldn't release you. But this time you see that the tree is different. The tree has leaves on it. The tree seems to be alive. It almost seems as though you're standing in front of it. It is breathing. And as it breathes, it starts the bark on it starts to split. And as it splits, you see this greenish white light, something that you've actually seen before when people have tree strided. You see a hand reach through as it is like reaching out to you. And that is what you dream. Okay. Anybody else want me to come up with a fun desert dream for them?
I was hoping it was going to be kind of like a scary one, and then I can tell you that as she's sleeping, she changes forms.
Yeah, that's always one thing that you kind of are a little bit concerned about yourself, Grenna, is that because you woke up before, kind of half transformed before, so you're always kind of wondering if you that's always been a fear, that in the middle of the night that you've either transformed into something else or something that meets your dreams. That's one thing that kind of catches you, because that one time that you woke up and had an elf leg, which kind of threw you off completely. That was unsettling. Yes. Okay. So Kelex, you once again you've had a very restful sleep. You were not bothered by any ghosts from your past. You were not visited. So you actually have a really nice deep sleep. Timble, kind of the same with you, but you had another vision of that. Of you being struck by these two black arrows. And this time you are, again, you're floating over your body looking at this. It looks as though your soul or your spirit has left your body and you are floating above everything, watching what others are doing. It's unsettling, but being that you've seen this dream before, you are not overtaken by fear. You don't wake up in a cold sweat. It's just a disturbing, but you feel no pain. There's no discomfort. You just have this feeling that this is it is definitely a foretelling of a future event. So that's what you know.
Am I cognizant, able to say reach out to Raven in my dream?
Give me an intelligence check. Just an intelligence modified check. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, that won't be happening.
Okay, yeah. You don't reach out. Unfortunately, you're not lucid dreaming to that point. You're just right now just kind of following along with what you see. You have no control or be able to manipulate the dream.
I am going to take that effort every time.
Okay. So, Yarn, you actually you sleep very well, but you dream of Mua, the Efreet woman. And you can see as it's like in your dream, you're chatting with her. You're talking, sort of just making very close eye contact when you see that those amber eyes are actually hiding the fire behind them. But there's no threat. It just looks as though she is standing in front of you, just talking, just sharing her thoughts of the desert. But you can see now that those eyes have been replaced, no longer amber irises. They are actually just fiery orbs.
Eyes of fire.
Yep, eyes of fire. So, yeah, Tomas, you dream of your daughter, and you dream of her, of the things that you feel that you may be missing by doing what you're doing, and it pains you. It kind of makes you think about your own childhood, about how your father kind of looked at your brother as being more important than you. And you have this just a deep pain that you feel from this. You're able to, you toss and turn a little bit, and eventually sleep takes you deeper, and you're able to rest. But that still kind of lingers in your mind. And Kiffi, you also are very, very fortunate to have a deep sleep. But as you're sleeping, you do have a dream, and it is a very kind of strange dream. What you see is a very, very ancient person sitting in a chair, and they're staring out of a window. And as you approach them, their head turns and looks at you, and it shouts, "Kiffi!" And when you look at their eyes, are milky, cloudy, blind, and it shocks you, and you wake up a little bit. And that's the dream you have. It's very, very weird. Okay. I think huh?
Do I recognize the person?
You do not recognize the person at all. You've never seen them. But when you first see it, all you see is like there's light coming through a window, and it's illuminating their face, but you're only seeing it from the side. And then they turn very sharply, very quickly, and they say your name. And it's like a disembodied voice, but you don't see their mouth move. It's just very, very strange, but you see that their eyes are just milky white with age. Timble?
Okay, one of the things as a kind of my spy things and such is I pay attention to fletching. Every Fletcher does it differently. They have their own signatures, really. The black arrows, are they like Melda's?
No, not in any way. No.
Good to know.
Yeah. No, these are made from a strange wood that you're not familiar with. Not something that you would have found in Celene, which would primarily, you would either find wood that is, the arrows would either be made in Celene, or if she still had arrows from her time when she lived in the Vespi. Because remember, she was living in the Vespi for some time.
Okay, then do I recognize the Fletcher's mark? Is there anything on them that might cue me to?
Not that you can tell.
I've never seen this fletching before.
Nope.
All right, new mark. I'm watching.
Okay. All right. So the next morning, you are awoke by by Mua and some guards that she once again approaches, and your alarm goes off. And she says, "My friends, unfortunately, it is time for you to rise." And she once again makes sure that the flames of the fire pit are high. To you can see that there are others are coming to deliver you bread and milk to eat. They also bring warm beverages like teas, coffees, and things of that nature to help warm you and prepare you for your journey. And the camels are brought to you. There are helpers that are loading your gear onto them. And you see Mua reach into her pocket, and she brings forth a compass. And she hands it to you, Yarn. And it is a very ornate, very functional compass. And she says, for you, my soul brother, here is something that will help guide you to your destination. I have placed magics on it.
Give it to the lieutenant.
I have placed magics on it so that it will guide you true to your location. I know of the tower you seek.
Thank you. This will be very helpful.
So as you were being helped onto the back of your camels, she again turns to all of you and in Sul says, "May your path be guided by the stars, your heart warmed by the sun, and your journey blessed with the peace of the desert's embrace." And she bows. And so traveling on traveling on a camel is a lot. It's kind of different than traveling on a horse. So it does take a little bit of time to get used to. Kiffi, I actually need everybody to roll an animal handling check. It's
one or two humps.
Wow. Kiffi, do you need us to tie you to
We'll tie Kiffi to the saddle.
okay. So yeah,
upright.
So Kiffi, you're having some problems with this trek. It does seem to be that an 8 is not going to make, and you keep sliding off of your saddle. It's rough. You try, you really do, but again, unlike horses, and horses are really not something that dwarves usually ride on normally. So a camel is completely weird, and so yeah, if you guys can help him out. Who else? How did everybody else do? Yarn, you did extremely well. Grenna did great. Timble, Kelex, wow, Kelex killed it. Yeah, so Kelex obviously understands the way of this animal, is able to, maybe has a good rapport with it as you all start to make your way north following the compass, the magic
compass. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So very good.
Hey, Mikey, you want to ride on this camel with me? 2 stunties on a camel?
2 stunties on a camel.
That's fine with me.
Just tie his ass to the side.
And I'll try to keep a hold of him and show him and give him pointers about his weight and how he needs to move with the camel.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
It's all on the hips.
Actually, it's your core muscles, but if you want to go with the hips, knock yourself out.
Well, I'm not telling you to practice Kegel exercises over here. So
How did we go from core muscles to Kegel?
It's Ed.
Do we need to have another anatomy lesson?
Okay, so we're off in the desert, following the compass.
Yes. So, yes, but at the time that you leave, the sun has not yet risen. So you are keeping along a path that you're following this compass. There is really no road, but you do see that there are poles that have been set to mark passages or ways that travelers would take to different places. But eventually, the compass takes you away from those, and you are in the deep desert. You can see the sun is starting to rise in the east, and you can feel the chill that was in the air during the night is now being replaced very slowly by the heat of the sun as it rises and starts to bake the sand around you.
You never forget that, do you, Ed?
maybe this is where we drop Leoman's tiny hut. We relax in the coolness, and then we travel at night. That way we don't have to collect our own urine and use it to cool ourselves.
I'll gladly donate my urine to your head.
But isn't night where most of the predators are traveling? Also?
Yeah.
That's called experience points.
All right. We'll continue till it gets to about the sun gets to about there.
Okay.
11-ish.
Yarn, can you send your little dragon fellow up a scout ahead?
Not the dragon, the raven.
Yeah.
Raven, sorry.
Yeah, the dragon is back in the Crystal Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pseudo dragon. Was it
Yeah.
pseudo dragon? Yeah.
Pseudo dragon.
Okay. So yeah, you can send Edgar up into the sky to check ahead of you to kind of give you an idea. Now, as far as Edgar goes, can he communicate with you? Or
Yes. Everything,
okay.
everything he sees. Everything he sees, I see.
Yeah, you can actually see through his eyes. Okay, fine. So yeah, as you can, he gets up pretty high. I mean, ravens are they can definitely fly up. So
And he's not an actual raven. He's a spirit form in the raven shape.
Yes, right. Okay. So yeah, as he's flying around, you can actually see this just vast desert before you. Just these rolling dunes. It's you don't see a lot of vegetation. There's like very scraggly looking plants, but obviously made specifically for this type of environment. Every once in a while, he will see it looks as though some sort of creature has burrowed themselves into the sand.
Yes.
Which
I'm looking specifically for the burrowed things or the things moving under the sand or anything larger than a cow.
Anything larger than a cow. Yeah. So yeah. You don't really see anything like that Every once in a while, though, you do see something off in the distance. It looks as though there was a cart or something that has been mired in the sand or covered partially by the sand. But it's probably because in the desert, distances are kind of weird. For those people who've been to the desert, you all know it may look like it's pretty close, but it's not really close at all. Yeah. So yeah, you guys know. So yeah, you had this feeling that's like it would be well out of your way. But after a while, though, you end up running into a cart that has been partially covered by sand. And you can see that there are the skeletal remains of a horse. And you can see that there was like a fallen makeshift tent. But you find no bodies or anything. But you do find that there is a small chest half sticking out of the sand.
Detect magic.
There is no magic on the box. But it is
box, guys.
But it is locked.
Albie, can you fix that? Albie? There we go.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay. So very good. Okay, so yeah, you were able to, with your tools, you quickly are able to disable the locking mechanism.
Fireball!
Boom!
No, fireball. No. So yeah, as you crack this thing open, you can see that inside of it it looks to be a very ornately decorated wand. And
Please be a wand of ice.
I've already cast Detect Magic.
But there was something about the box that had blocked your spell.
All right. I'll cast it again.
Okay.
I'm keeping that locked.
Okay, so yes. So the wand glows with a greenish white light.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but
Dramatic.
Green is the color of evil.
Hey, there's a couple of trees I really, really like, and I'm offended that you would call them evil.
Didn't say that the trees were evil. I said green is the color of evil.
Green?
Haven't you ever watched heavy metal?
Yes. A lot.
That's my Lochnar, you bitch.
Not a lot, it's none of us.
Not the Lochnar. Okay, so yeah, it's it glows a greenish, kind of a greenish silver, and which is kind of makes you think a little bit. But there is definitely something interesting about the box that
Russ,
and then it was able to block the detection spell.
Question. We have not pulled
Detect
anything
Magic
out
tell you?
What's that? Go ahead.
Doesn't Detect Magic at least tell you what kind of school of magic? I thought it maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, I mean it yeah, any object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if you.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you do realize that it is necromantic in nature.
Once again, green is the color of evil.
I think
We've had
Raven would
experience with this color glow before.
What shall we do?
Identify on the wand.
Okay, so yeah, what you have here is a wand of animate dead, and it has 5 charges.
I suggest we stick that in the bag of holding.
You know, I'm shocked. I was thinking exactly the same.
I say we keep that thing out there and use it.
Is there any reason why we need it?
Because when Russ's character dies, I want to be able to whip out the wand and start making him do dumb stuff.
Okay, so you take the wand and place it in the bag of holding. Not the bag
Using that pliers.
Not the bag of poop holding. Just the other bag of holding.
No, the poop holding.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna put it in the poop bag. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are messed
Is it
up.
poop kind of like? I'm not gonna go there. I'm not giving Brian any ideas.
Oh yeah. You don't want the poop the giant poop golem that's gonna come out of that bag. Poop golem.
Let's also take that box and put it on one of the.
I want the box.
Yeah.
I like the box.
It blocks magic.
Yeah. The box of.
I'm going to clean up the lock.
Okay.
And
we're off.
Okay.
We're off.
Very, very good. So yes, you continue your surveillance, going around situations that you feel that look a little suspect. Thank goodness, thankful to Edgar and the using the eyesight that you have there. And finally, you get to a point where the sun is just absolutely baking you, where it's not even, you don't even realize that you are sweating because it is just immediately evaporating from you. It is just such a dry heat that after a while you start to feel sluggish.
We put up the shelters. Get the camels underneath the shelters.
Okay.
Make sure everybody drinks water.
Water the camels. Water Tomas.
Water Tomas.
Well, he wanted me to water him with my urine.
Water with urine.
Okay. Only because you eat asparagus.
Okay. So you set up your tents. You set up your coverage here to keep yourselves out of the sun. You hydrate. You make sure that the camels are taken care of, and you settle down for at least a few hours to await or wait out the sun as it bakes everything around you. Of course, the tiny hut, I guess you're using Layman's tiny hut to help. Yes, cool. So you're using that, which of course is climate controlled, and you all are able to rest at that time. So I'm thinking this is probably not a bad time, a bad place to stop for the evening. So I would like to thank everybody who was in chat this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us. Dying Breed Tabletop, thank you very much for coming on board. Joseph, thank you again for checking in with us. I saw that we had at one point in time 5 viewers. I know some of it may be our players themselves. I think I'm actually... so I could chat with everybody. Thank you all so much again for visiting us, and we hope to be able to present this again next week, hopefully. I don't know what everybody's schedule is like, but we try to do this every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to check us out. Now, this stream also turns into a podcast. And so Saturday morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, this actually goes live on Spotify and iTunes. So make sure to definitely to listen to us. As you may or may not know, the stream is we try to do a little bit of editing Editing's kind of hit or miss for me. I try, but we're always trying to make the stream and the podcast better. So thank you all so very much. Tuesday, I believe we hopefully will be able to play Ed's game, and we will of course stream that, and also that'll be episode 2 of season 2 on the podcast. So you actually get 2 actual adventures from one podcast. You just have to look for the ongoing seasons. Players, thank you guys for hanging out this evening and playing. I know we got a little bit closer to our goal.
No thanks to Ed.
So next time, no thanks to Ed. So next time, you most likely will make it to the storm, and then we'll have some fun. So be prepared for that. You guys have anything you all want to add before we close up shop?
Fireball.
As always, thank you, Brian.
Hey, my goal is Tuesday, barring this being the month of July, and we all have talked about how shitty the month of July has been already. So that says a lot of people are liking the idea of Retard, the role-playing game.
Actually, it has a really good premise. I love the whole idea of time, the Time Bandit kind of crossover sort of thing. I love that. That's wild. I would love to see that.
For clarity, Retard stands for Reverse Temporal Agents Reshaping Destiny.
So how long did you have to work to find words to fit the words you were actually trying to spell?
A while. This is version 3.
Yeah, I've been working on this for a couple, had a few drinks the other night and came up with the idea. As I was working on the original one that we shall not talk about.
the game that shall not be talked about. That's the game right there.
A pretty good game for a game.
Hey, do you know what the name of the game is?
Nope. I don't want to know.
We're still live, so stop it.
Yeah, we're still live. Yeah. So yeah, let's put this to bed before we start talking about that game. All right, folks. You all have a great night. We'll chat with you next week. Bye.
Go ahead, all.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Our feet are the same.
Oh, good as
It's a Peter stain?
you.